Hello again, it's Dylan with Umount blowers, and I want to show you guys how to mount our 48-inch and 36-inch crossbars, and there are universal Z-turn mounts. So these crossbars can sit across caster arms on sit-down mowers and stand-on mowers if you have enough room to set it down. You need 2.5 inches from the front of your mower deck to your caster spindle, and that's how much room you need. The first step when you unbox it is you want to set the bar, no matter what size, on your caster arms and see if it can move freely and if it's not on any welds or anything. On our 48-inch mount bar, the receiver is mounted just off center so that when you mount the 7-horse and 14-horsepower blowers, the nozzles are right in front of the caster wheels so you don't hit the nozzles off, and so that you're blowing in front of the wheel if you are blowing backwards. When you set up the 7-horsepower model, as you're driving your mower, you want the receiver to be on the left-hand side like this, and then center your caster arms in these slots the best you can. Another tip with the 7-horsepower is you want to push this bar out to the front of the caster arms as much as possible to get the nozzle out as far as you can so you're not hitting it off. Once you get the bar set on, you're going to want to take the plates that come with, and then you're going to want to set them on top, and then doing one side at a time. Grab 2 bolts, 2 nuts, and 2 washers, and then grab one plate for underneath. And then you want to come up through the bottom with the bolt head on the bottom so that you don't hit your caster plate. Another good tip for this is to rotate your casters forward so you got room to work with underneath. So stick it through the bolt hole, come up through the slot, hold it with your finger, and tighten down just hand tight. And then stick the other bolt through, lock washer, and nut, and just hand tight. You're going to do the same thing with the other side. Now that you have both plates finger tight, you're going to want to make sure the plates are about centered on the caster arms, and they're going to be coming at most likely a diagonal through the plates. But then the only tools you're going to need are a 3/4 inch socket or wrench, and one for the bolt head and one for the nut. Then you tighten down. You want to tighten them just enough so that you're stressing this plate, but not so much that you're bending it like crazy. Next, what you're going to do is put your 9-inch drop receiver into the receiver hitch. With the 7-horse, you're going to use the last hole to move it out so that the nozzle doesn't hit on the caster wheel. And lastly, use the anti-slop knob to take out any movement and tighten it down. It's important that you put the knob on the front edge of the bar to keep all the pressure on the front side of the 9-inch drop.